Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you're watching this broadcast right around the world, a very warm welcome to Springwood Indoor Sports. It has been 651 days since there's been a last live stream on the Cricket Australia indoor Facebook page of this wonderful format of the game. That's around about 52 million seconds, if you want to break it down like that. It's been an awfully long time. My name is Gary Lowe. I'm one of the callers today, and sitting next to me is someone who is synonymous with indoor cricket, particularly in the great state of Queensland. An Australian player, last played nationals in 2012, but is heavily involved in the sport from an administration level here in Queensland and from a coaching perspective. That's all the superlatives that I can muster for you, Katrina Teskey.
It's a bit of a talk there, isn't it, Lowe? Hey?
Well, how good is it to be back, first of all?
It's been an exciting year. It's been great to be back at indoor cricket. We've certainly missed it. The girls all look like they're ready to go, so it should be a good game. Yeah,
it's going to be an absolute cracker. In these two teams, when you talk about, star-studded outfits, I guess that doesn't really do it any justice. We might have an opportunity to look at the team sheets now, and we'll go through some of these players. I mean, it is just simply outrageous, the amount of talent that is out there, and we'll start off perhaps with the Ipswich Suns.
Alrighty, so from the Ipswich Suns, we'll start off with captain Delane Carson, Australian keeper, Christina Coulson, Ali Maxwell, Sarah White, Kiara White, I think that should be Kiara Wood, Jodie Spall, Marie Dennis, and Karen Graham.
Good pick, Cap. Good catch. You've just got some late mail in on the toss.
Yeah, I think that the Ipswich girls are going to field first. They've won the toss and they've elected to field first. So we've got the Springwood Scorpions opening the batting. And
just on that, before we get to the Springwood Scorpions, or maybe I might quickly go through the Scorpions outfit, and I'll ask you a question about winning the toss and what kind of you like to do from your perspective. From a Scorpions outfit side, Alexandra Weeks, and she's been a real flash in the pan of late. Of course, she was an inclusion in the Trans-Tasman outfit that did tour. Didn't play a game, but was still immersed in that culture there, and she's a big up-and-comer for the Australian women's squad. Shelley Threffel, Holly Beckton, Caitlin Harris, Paula Fabula, Melissa Mayers, Charlotte Voss and Stacey Rockcliffe. Just getting back to winning that toss, did you generally have something you'd like to do, a preference?
Yeah, look, from an open ladies point of view, I guess the culture in our side was to bat first. The idea was to put the runs on the board and hope that we got a good start and put the pressure on the side coming out to bat second.
Well, of course, we do thank you very much for your company, wherever you are joining us. If you're joining us on the Facebook page, and we'll try and give you a shout-out as we can. We can see that Leanne Weeks is already on there saying, go the Scorpions. Leanne, I'm sure, is no doubt related to Alex Weeks.
Yes, that's Mama Weeks.
Mama Weeks right in there amongst it. And Andrew Sweet up there going for the mighty Ipswich Suns. So as we get an opportunity, we'll certainly give you a shout-out along the way. And, of course, folks might be tuning in via the Cricket Australia YouTube channel. It is really, really great to be back in indoor cricket. We've been playing lots of games, of course, but none of them broadcast. And it's so good to be able to give you really the best players here in Queensland, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. These two sides are definitely the top 2 or 3 sides in the competition. I think it's going to be a really close game tonight.
It will be, and they say that Mother Nature's most happiest when her children are at play, and she must be at fine spirits, I must say. Queensland, 22.5 degrees, it's sunny. I mean, I'm sitting next to you, I'm in shorts and a shirt pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic playing conditions for them out there today.
It is. It's a really nice day. It's not too cold.
So Jodie Spall's out the back here going through her warm-ups. Whether she openings the attack's yet to be seen.
I think it looks like we've got Alex Weeks and Stacey Rockcliffe to open the batting for the Scorpions. Will Weeksy, as you said, was in the open ladies side that last toured New Zealand, and Stacey Rockcliffe is an Australian 22s player.
And officiating this match looks like it is Brad Garrity. Congratulations to him on the appointment for this match, and we wish him all the very best in his decision-making. Brad Garrity's been a national umpire for an awfully long time. I cast my mind back to his first one, and it hurts my brain to remember, but he's umpired not only Major League games, zones, nationals and internationals.
Yeah, he's certainly been around for a long time. Very experienced umpire.
Well, as we wait for the official to get all his bongos in order and lined up. Really, really excited for what is to come. Alex Weeks down there on strike. She's the captain of the indoor ladies squad. Do you like that? You're a big advocate for the captain kind of taking a lot of responsibility, not only with the verbal chat, but the physicality of taking the first ball. Do you like it?
Yeah, don't mind it. I think it's always about who's got the most confidence, I guess, to take the first ball.
Well, the first ball is on its way. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Indoor cricket back at the Cricket Australia Facebook page. And a pretty handy delivery. First up, a bit of hoop there from Jodie Spall.
Yeah, good amount of swing there from Jodes. Not looking sore from last night's games at all.
We'll go through some of the last night's matches as well. Spall comes in, and again, nice bit of hoop coming into the legs. Just a bit full, getting the ball away there, Stacey Rockcliffe, and 4 runs for the first 2 deliveries. Confident start. You like to get the ball moving, don't you? Get the feet moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Get your feet moving. Try and get the ball off the middle in the first couple. It's always a confidence booster. Oh, it's another full one.
Sharp bit of fielding there from Kiara Wood. Good bit of judgment there. The ball coming from the side net and then the top, so that trajectory's coming down quite sharp. And you could see she was in good position early with her feet as well, just to give it a little touch.
Yeah, that's right. It's all about the footwork in the field, isn't it? Getting there nice and early.
Spall continues. Gee, I tell you what, that's a chance for a catch. It's come off Graham there in the front court. Not getting right over top of the ball to hit it hard into the concrete to get it into the springs. Almost a chance for a catch there. They survive. 2 deliveries remaining. First over. And that's just champagne indoor cricket.
It is, yeah. Well played by Alex Weeks there. Just nice and easy, taking the pace off, making it nice and easy to run through the wickets.
And a pull shot that would have gone for 4 at the Gabba. Gets 2 runs here today at not Action Indoor Sports. Whoopsie daisy. This is OzSports. Whoa.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll get the $1,000 fine out for myself. I'll make the check out today. The end of that first over, what do you make of it? 12 runs?
Yeah, 12 runs. That's a great start from the Springwood girls. They'll be very happy with that.
And I see you've noted a couple of people on social media doing some shout-outs there, Katrina.
Yeah, there's a few there. We've got Ash Doble. So Ash is playing for the Suns this year. I'm sure she's missing not being here today. I think she might be at work. We've got Brad Hayes and Andre Weeks, obviously another Weeksy fan.
Christina Coulson to come into the attack now.
Teeny's been around for a long time. She's come through the junior ranks of Queensland.
The ball pinballing around there. Getting back to the wicketkeeper. We might talk about the wicketkeeper as well, who you know extraordinarily well.
I do know Jules very well. She's been around for a very, very long time. The veteran of indoor cricket, I think. And obviously one of the best players going around. So definitely the best keeper, I would say.
Very, very fast hands. And here's an opportunity, 3rd ball. There's been 2 consecutive balls with no score. So now the score must change. It's on 12. It won't be after this. It comes down, and that's a wonderful indoor cricket shot there. 3 runs. That's not a bad way to get through a 3rd ball opportunity. You see the replay there.
No, she's certainly got herself out of trouble.
That ball's hit all the way back down the middle of the wicket. No runs scored. Back to Ali Maxwell doing the receiving.
Yeah, it's a good over here from Teeny. She's really tying the girls up, not giving them much room to get the ball away.
Jodie Spall with a very fast gather and throw and getting through the Springwood ladies. 16 is the total. I'll ask you a question at the end of this over what we think might be competitive. And a very cautious Stacey Rockcliffe there, nudging that one back down the pitch. 16 the total after 2. Question without notice, where do we think the score might end up in this one, or what would you like to be seeing?
If I was Springwood, I'd be hoping to score somewhere around that 120 mark. This Ipswich girls are quite a decent batting lineup between Duels and Karen and Sarah and Ali Maxwell, you've got some real experience in this side. They've got the ability to compile quite a decent total. So if I was Springwood, I'd be hoping for 120. Normally, I would say a competitive total in ladies is somewhere around that 100 to 110 mark.
Yeah. Well, we can see that Springwood did put on 126 against the Strathpine side earlier on this year on May the 1st, so it can be done. Carlson comes in and takes a wicket with her first delivery. Katrina Teskey's been talking her up all day. She comes in and takes a pole with her first peach. What a delivery.
Yeah, it's a great start from Dools. Not always known for her bowling, of course, but a great start.
Well, you wouldn't expect Ian Healy to be able to pick up the kookaburra and take a few, would you?
That's exactly right. No, that's the beauty of indoor cricket, isn't it?
Dulaine Carlson picks up the Burley, makes it sing. And sometimes when you've got a team that's starting to not get away from you, but Springwood's certainly putting on a competitive score, you send in someone with a bit of heavy hitting perhaps to try and get the momentum back.
Yeah, that's it. She certainly needed a wicket, and Dools has delivered. Probably on the back of a decent over from Christina. Only 4 runs scored off that second over, so I think it's put on that bit of extra pressure too.
Full toss there, not put away. Alex Weeks saying a few words of encouragement to herself.
I think so, yeah. She's a little bit disappointed with that one. Oh, almost another one.
And got it right on a string at the moment through the odd corridor of confusion, as they call it. Alexandra Weeks not sure whether to come forward or back, and very pokey, very proddy. Another third ball opportunity here. Ipswich Suns with their tails up. Big opportunity in this game.
I'm just dropping a bit short there. Dawes won't be happy with that. Taking the pressure off.
Third ball conversions are really, really important. You work so hard in this sport, or in this format of the game, to get those 2 dot balls, and then you just let them off with a nice easy one outside off, and it's just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be frustrating. So we've got these two teams, and currently Ipswich is sitting pretty well in terms of the standings this season. Yeah,
they've had a great start to the Ladies Super League season. They do have a really good side, so they're going to be hard to beat all season, I would imagine.
Well, they've only dropped the 1 game. And as mentioned, Queensland have done an outstanding job of getting 2 superstar teams in. Karen Graham. Gee, talking about getting the swing. Oh, no, mix up deluxe and run out at the top end. We'll watch the replay here thanks to our broadcast partners, Bar TV. And you'll see a bit of lack of communication between the two. Talk us through it, Katrina Teskey.
Yeah, not quite watching each other. Stace probably taking off when she shouldn't have. There's probably never a run there, really.
Springwood down to 11. Ipswich in the arm wrestle starting to flex a little bit here. And you talked about that eye contact as well. It really is pivotal between striker and striker.
It definitely is in indoor cricket. You need to be watching your batting partner.
Another third ball opportunity. This is the 3rd one today. Looking to convert. They'll really throw the cat amongst the pigeons if they can do that. Bring him down to 6. Wouldn't that be outstanding?
Yeah, they'll definitely be looking for another one here.
Well, she's put on her dancing shoes there, Rockcliffe, and come down the pitch. Gets through another one. 12 for total. 2 more deliveries remaining in this batting partnership. Tucked around the corner. Wood getting her hands on it fast, just not able to hit the Wilkins-style collapsible stumps at the striking's end.
Yeah, she's very quick to the ball down there on leg side, isn't she?
And it's a long way down for her.
It is.
She's a pretty tall person. Well, they survive after 4 overs. The first 4 overs back at the Cricket Australia indoor Facebook page and at the CA YouTube channel. Indoor cricket back on your mobile phone, your tablet, your television, wherever you are. It's an absolute ripper. This game is going to come down to the wire, we would think. 14 after 4. Katrina, your thoughts?
Probably not the start that Springwood would have been hoping for, I wouldn't have thought. Stace and Alex are quite an experienced pair, so Ipswich will be stoked with that start from their point of view. And I think Springwood probably would have been hoping for that 25 to 30.
Yeah, I do tend to agree. Ipswich have been able to keep teams down pretty low. I mean, the highest score against them was against Wynnum. And that was actually Ipswich's first loss as well.
Yeah.
Ali Maxwell. A dangerous player.
Very much so. Oh, bit of luck there for Springwood. Ali won't be happy with that one.
And you can just see the amount of fizz and revs that she's getting as the delivery comes down. Really working the fingers across the seam of that Burley ball.
It's well played from Charlotte Voss. Just waiting on the ball. Nice down up for 2. We've got Shelley is our other batter from Springwood here. Oh, it's a dead ball. Not quite keeping hold of it. Must be that heat you were talking about earlier, Lowy.
Must have been that lovely Queensland heat. No run scored there. Yeah, Shelley Threffel.
Yep, that's it.
Down there, the vice-captain of the ladies' side.
Shelley's been around forever too. Not quite as long as Jules, but almost.
So 2 champions of the game just going toe-to-toe here, like heavyweight boxers in the ring. They're ducking and diving, trying to get away from the uppercuts. Of course, Shelley being an over 35 Australian player and a Queensland player, of course, but gee, be hard to get picked for the Australian squad without being in the Queensland squad.
It would be. It has been done before, but only in the Masters.
And that's out. And I tell you what, I do tend to agree. And Charlotte Voss looks down at her glove and goes, you know what? He's right, the official there, Brad Garrity, right off the mitts.
Yes, she certainly looked like she was out, didn't she?
You watch the replay at home, ladies and gentlemen. You tell us what you think. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the same vision as what the official at the top's going to get.
Yeah, it's perfect almost, isn't it? Must be right beside him nearly.
It is pretty perfect. Bar TV doing a wonderful job here. Broadcast partners for today's match.
We've got Kiara Wood now coming on to bowl. Kiara's a Queensland 21s player. Been around our juniors in here in Queensland for a long time. It's picked up a yard or 2 in the last 12 months.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And look, to be fair down here on our match notes, she's down as a medium-pace bowler. Can we upgrade her to medium-fast?
Oh,
is that an opportunity?
I'm thinking that it's looking like that, yeah. That's certainly medium-fast.
Gee, that's pretty quick. That's real quick, in fact. And I'm surprised that nobody went up for the appeal. There was no way that was close to being out LBW, but if you don't play a shot, generally an indoor cricketer will appeal for that.
Yeah, you should.
You know what we're like. Just getting that one wrong down the leg side. So again, a big welcome back to you all. There has been some indoor cricket floating around, of course, but not much of it broadcast. This is the first time back. After over 600 days, we're coming to you live on the Cricket Australia Facebook page. Just missing the stump there. If they painted it this morning, it would have been out. Just missing by a whisker. Last delivery in this 6th over. There's a very warm welcome back. It's like a big warm hug from Nana when you get to watch some indoor again. And if you're just watching for the first time, well, welcome to the family. It's good to have your company. And that one getting up a little bit. Kiara Wood, she is a bit tall, so when she digs it in short, it does come up at a bit of an angle. But Charlotte Voss negotiating it. And they move to 10-24 the total. Just looking back at some of the comments from when Dulaine Carlson took her wicket. A person called Bryony Polkinghorne. Have you heard of her?
No, I don't think I have.
She's a pretty handy player. She asked Carlson to slow it down too quick.
It must have been a bit quick on the screen. Duels are like that.
Bryony Polkinghorne, one of the most decorated indoor cricketers this country, and do I dare say the world has ever seen. Put her up there in lights with the likes of Jude Coleman.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Marie Dennis bowling here now.
Cautiously watching that one there. Shelley Threffel.
Marie's the next Queensland over 30s player. It's a no ball off the pitch. That's a
Dennis floating it up there, and that's a good indoor cricket shot, having to wait on it. Sometimes the slower ones can be a bit harder. You've got to get your timing a little bit better.
Absolutely, you've got to wait too long sometimes. Can be very effective.
And someone like Shelley Threffel, she's going to be in position nice and early. She's a good player, so she's had to wait on it. She's done well. Dennis continues. A little bit of a yes, no, go and stop. Striker and non-striker give each other the thumbs up. They're happy they got through it. Last delivery here, 28 the total, coming from OzSports Springwood. And dot ball to finish. We're halfway through the first innings, a quarter of the way through this game. It's all going too fast for my liking. I'm enjoying it too much.
It is good to be back, Loey.
It is very, very good to be back. And there's plenty of action coming along as well from a Cricket Australian perspective. Of course, there's been some challenges. We're not going to harp on the challenges. We're all familiar with some of the challenges that have occurred. But, you know, Cricket Australia is just so deeply committed to this format of the game. There's just no doubt about that. Supporting participants, coaches, managers, just making sure there's always that participation happening, because indoor cricket's just a real vital part of the mission and the vision of Cricket Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They've really gotten behind indoor cricket. And of course, we're looking forward to some of the national championships that are looking to go ahead later this year. We've got the Masters kicking off in Darwin in late August through to the 4th of September in Palmerston Indoor Sports. And then, of course, the Opens and the Juniors later September.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a festive type atmosphere with indoor cricket coming back. You know, the players work so hard and they train so hard, and we're not the only sport, unfortunately, that has had some kind of negative influence from the circumstances that the world has had to navigate through of late.
No, there's not much that didn't get affected, I guess.
That's
but
right.
Indoor seems to certainly have been one of the main ones that's been affected for sure. Some of our sister centres down in Victoria are still not reopened, with the closures again down in Victoria.
Yeah, now our thoughts, of course, go out to all of those down in Victoria. They've had a bit of a rough trot. Up here in Queensland, we've been particularly lucky.
We have been, yeah.
In terms of what we've had to kind of go through, and our Victorian brothers and sisters have been really put through the mincer. And Katrina, obviously being a part of operating and owning indoor sports centres, you'd be able to feel that pinch a little bit more than most.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a hard time, as it was for many industries, I guess. You know, the sporting industry just seemed to be one of the heavily affected ones, I guess, because we couldn't get started any earlier.
Coming down the pitch there, and an almost chance there in the corner, not taken.
Yeah, not quite taken. Charlotte and Shelley will be happy with that. Building the total up. So 21 off the second pair, the total score of 35.
So we watch the replay here, just dying on her at the last chance in the corner. So, yeah, I just really want to extend a big thank you to everyone who's kept this format of the game pumping along, and it's in good shape. And as mentioned, can't stress enough that the Australian Cricket National Championships are just so critically important and vital to the Australian cricketing landscape. And Cricket Australia there to support this format of the game all the way. We thank all our friends down there at Jollymont for their hard work. So as we look back here now, Holly Beckton and Paula Fabula come out to play. Holly Beckton on strike.
And we've got Kiara Wood opening the bowling to this pair. Another cracker ball there from Kiara. She really is getting through the crease.
Talking about two young ladies that seem to have shot up about 6 or 7 inches overnight. It's, Holly Beckton on strike. Oh, that is a marvellous indoor cricket shot, and the locals here at Springwood show their approval. Yeah, she's really transformed her game as Holly Beckton over the last couple of years. Always been a handy cricketer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's just taken her game to the next level.
She definitely has. She's been outstanding this year. She played against our Toowoomba girls earlier this season, and she just did a great job. So she's really coming along and maturing in the game, and definitely someone to look out for in the next few years, I think.
Yeah, she's been a member of this squad for the last 3 years. Queensland under-17s player. I know that Dad Tony's here watching. A very proud dad.
He definitely would be here somewhere.
So Ipswich with their noses in front here at the moment, you'd think. And it's called no ball too high. In the old days, that could have been possibly called good. Of course, over the waist now being the call. It used to be over the shoulder, or the front foot shoulder of your batting stance, whether it was on the bounce or the full. And that rule got adjusted and implemented. I think that was trialled in a Junior World Series back in 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah,
possibly.
it was a little while ago now. Another good over there from Kiara. I think that's a total of, what, 8 off of her 2 overs, is that right?
Yeah, she's been very productive, not giving too many runs away, building the dot balls, making the batters work for all their runs. It's Christina Coulson comes in for her second over. Just getting that one wrong, sliding down leg side. Ball goes out the back. Runners don't want it. Ali Maxwell doing the janitorial work out the back. It's up and it's safe. Goes to the back net for 4 runs.
That's really well played again from Holly Beckton, just getting behind the ball. Not trying to do too much with it.
You see the replay there. That's the money shot, isn't it? We love that camera angle.
Yep.
Gives you a nice indication about the vision that the official has at the top there. They've got the #1 seat in the house, although not many umpires tend to sit these days unless it's an in-house game.
No, that's it. Even in in-house these days, I don't think many of them sit down.
No run scored. Third ball. Again, they haven't converted their third balls. This is the 4th one of this innings. It's a stat that I really like to follow. This one's nudged away. They get through that one again. So they've had an over of dot balls. They've had 6 dot balls. Or more than that, but just for the third balls, they've had the 6.
Yeah.
No wicket. They scamper out of it again, do the Scorpions. And that ball's really singing a lot today, moving around. It takes quite a skill and an art to be able to get an indoor cricket ball to do what you want.
It does, yes. A lot of practice.
How were you travelling? Were you with 2 fingers across the seam because you couldn't control the swing, or what?
Look, sometimes. We've got Ali Maxwell coming on for her second over now. It's an interesting decision there from Jules. bringing on Ali against Holly Beckton.
Well, that's a pretty good indoor cricket all around. Like seeing Maxwell here with the courage to be able to get that flight up, getting it right up above the eye line of the batter and having it dip in. Really asking some questions of the striker. Holly Beckton down there to try and get through this one. Just trailing that one with a pretty loose shot. Lucky to not get a glove on it. Not called leg side either. Down the ground we go, and it just shows the importance there of that leg side call that just snuck in. Because if that's called a leg side, then we're not here at third ball. So Maxwell working hard. Can they convert? Here we go. What did you make of that one? You had a little noise that crept out of you there, Katrina.
I thought that they were in with a bit of an increase in a chance there for a second, but not quite converting again. Just wonder if it's a little bit of frustration starting to get into Ipswich with not converting those third balls. I mean, there shouldn't be frustration. The scoreline's okay, but when they haven't converted one of them, it's,
So this is the last delivery of the 11th over, and we might just do a stock take of where we're at after this delivery, because it's very interesting. Oh, gee, it's a very tidy over there from Ali Maxwell. So difficult for the batters to get any kind of runs. And again, we come into another third ball. Holly Beckton 9, Paula Fabulous 6. Ali Maxwell 1 for 8 from her 2 overs. So this stage of the game, realistically, where are they looking at the moment for a total? We're thinking, what, 80?
Yeah, look, if they got to 80, you'd be pretty happy as a coach, I think, at this stage.
Yeah.
You know, if this pair can get another 6 or 7, I say, off this over. And then, you know, take that pressure off the last pair and let them just, you know, concentrate on getting that 20, 25 would be good. Again, Dills is smart. As a captain, put herself on to bowl. And again, first ball, what does she do? Another bowled.
Well, she's grinning like a Cheshire cat. She's come on in and goes, hello, Vicar, I'll take your leg stump. And you should see her reaction when she comes back if we can stay with her. Look at that. If she was wearing lipstick, she'd have red earlobes.
She certainly will.
That is one happy kid. The first delivery of both their overs, wicket, wicket. And she's almost done it again.
Oh.
Big appeal, big appeal.
Yeah, I think that might be close. Will we get a replay on that one? Be interesting to see how close that was.
Yeah, our broadcast partners, Bar TV, they're pretty darn good. They're real good. But now I feel like we've put too much pressure on them.
Perhaps, perhaps.
And then off there, they'll yell at us for what we've done. Look, I'm sure they'll be able to dig it up at some stage. Maybe in between innings we'll have a look, and that's a good shot there. And the thing is, you know, talking about getting that 5, 6, 7 runs, another third ball opportunity. We see the replay there. Oh, gee, it was almost out twice. Almost caught, almost run out. Third ball opportunity. This time, they can't affect it. That's 7. But still, the good news of that, nice pressure now. Plenty of dot balls here. Just kind of talking about how they're trying to get that 5, 6, 7. As soon as you take that wicket, that automatically now turns into 10, 11, 12.
That's right. Yep.
And then you're playing a little bit of catch-up, and then you've got the next batting partnership coming in at maybe around 50, and then that 80 target now becoming increasingly more difficult.
That's right.
So it's a real chess game at the moment. Ducks and drakes, snakes and ladders, whatever you want to call it. Last ball of the 12th over. And that's an outstanding over there from Dulaine Carlson. She's brought herself on at real critical points of this game. She's taken 2 wickets for -3 from her 2 overs. When you come on in and you can go away with less runs after 12 deliveries, it's just an exemplary effort.
Yeah, it's a great effort from Dulls, and exactly what we were just talking about. Brought herself in to try and get that 1 wicket to put the pressure on at that last over, and now this last pair is all of a sudden, you know, under a little bit more pressure again. We always say as a coach or a player that if you're facing out that last over as a batter, you just want to not get out. You don't want to wicket, you don't want to give the fielding side something to capitalise on. You want to make it a little bit easier for, you know, the next batters coming in.
Well, the champion Delaine Carlson there, showing why she is a champion. She's been a part of about 496 World Cups, I reckon. About that, yes, it would be pretty close. Jodie Spall for her second over. We might talk a little bit about World Cups in a moment. Great delivery there. There is a World Cup that's coming along that's been a little bit postponed, but it's due to come. Yeah, so at this stage we're looking at a World Cup in 2022. Obviously not sure with COVID what's going on and in the world. If that doesn't go ahead though, Australia will be working with New Zealand in the hopes for a Trans-Tasman series in the Opens and 22 and under teams. And then also looking at perhaps selection with the juniors and the masters age groups as well. So just working with our people in New Zealand to see what we can do to get some of those other grades going with the Opens and the 22s. So it's exciting. It is exciting. We know that there's going to be some form of international cricket in 2022, which I think is fantastic. We've missed it. Yeah, there's certainly a thirst for it. There's no doubt about it. And it's not just here in Australia, it's right around the world. I noticed recently that there was a bit of a montage of a fella called Robert Fitzgerald and his fielding exploits. And within 24 hours, it literally had millions of views. You know, like 2.4 million views within 23 hours. Wow, that's unbelievable, isn't it? It certainly was. If you're going to watch somebody how to field, it's certainly Rob Fitzgerald, though. It's probably the best sweeper, leg side sweeper ever to play the game, I would think. And at the moment, we've got Caitlin Harris and Melissa Mousy Mayers coming out to bat last for Springwood, and Jodie Spall, of course, bowling. Another half chance there. Ipswich have missed a few run-out chances. If they were to hit any of these, they would get a few more. That's the end of the 13th over there, Lowy, and Springwood's still sitting at 47. Yeah, they've got the duck egg. The scoreboard's not broken. It is still 0 and 47 the total. So Ipswich really starting to apply the blowtorch to the belly a little bit here. Don't forget as well, what we love about indoor cricket, there's games within the games as well. So if you're unfamiliar with this format, each 4 overs is broken down into a particular point that you can get on the premiership ladder. So 14, the first skin total. The first batting partnership for Ipswich come out and they get 15, and that contributes to their championship tally. Oh my goodness, another wicket. There's been a lot of bowls here today, and that adds to another one. Ipswich Suns, the heat is coming. Yeah, that's really well bowled from Sarah White. Sarah is a Queensland over-30 ladies and Australian over-30 ladies player, and has also played in the Opens for New Zealand. I actually remember playing against Sarah a whole lot in my Opens career. Handy down up there. We're talking about people watching from all over the world. Armin Samidon from Sri Lanka. Wow. Well, welcome. Tuning in. Nice to have you on the live stream watching. It sure is. And of course, the beauty of this, you can watch us anywhere. You could be on a train, a plane, and probably not a plane. Well, you can't get planes, but not too many people are on the planes. But you can stream us anywhere you like. Of course, hit the like button, hit share if you're watching on Facebook. They deserve to get as many eyeballs on them as they can. They're outstanding athletes out here today, and 2 of the best sides we've got in Queensland. And of course, we've got the men's game following this. Toowoomba versus Wynnum. We'll talk about that at the conclusion of this game, because at the moment, we're in the middle of a real battle here. 45 to total for Springwood, fighting for their lives out there at the moment. And just missing again, Katrina Teskey. Yeah, look, lots of chances here, isn't there?
Ipswich has definitely come out with the goods today.
Third ball coming down the pitch, showing no respect whatsoever to the bowler, and Carlson there spilling a lolly. She's had a Vaseline sandwich before coming out and it's gone straight through the fingers.
Yeah, it looks like it. You don't see that very often from Dools.
Plenty of action here at OzSports Arenas. We've got 3 courts, Wet and Wild, Dream World, Movie World, and there's also Sea World, which of course all the main leisure parks here in Queensland.
Yep, that's it.
Which one's your favourite out of the 4?
Look, I would have said Dream World up until not very long ago, but we haven't been back since, so...
Mari Dennis to bowl the 15th over. Yeah, Movie World's my go-to, the Superman ride. Can't get enough of it. This one comes down, tucked around the corner for 2 runs. It's when I go in there and I see kids that are like 5 and 6 getting on it, I think I've got to go on it. You know, like they kind of stare through my soul and just go, "Look, mate, I'm doing it. Why aren't you?" So if you get a chance to come to Queensland, we certainly do encourage it. Plenty to do up here.
Yeah, lots to do and usually great weather.
Yeah, the weather is absolutely fantastic here at the moment. Sun shining and bright. She's got a tickle on it. Don't worry about the weather. Let's worry about the edge of the bat, which has been taken. And dearie me, Springwood -3 total, 44 Ipswich Suns. They can smell blood in the water.
They definitely can, yeah. This is not what Springwood would have hoped from their last pair.
Final delivery, correction, 3 deliveries to go. Don't know what I'm looking at. 2 deliveries remaining as I put on my goggles, my spectacles. 44 the total. Just missing that one. Got the right idea, trying to play it a little bit late, get over top of it, but just not perfecting the skill. We move into the 9th, third ball. I reckon the odds are stacked pretty heavily. They're going to execute here. And of course, they make me look like a complete goose. It's one of the most safest shots you'll ever find. Getting through for 1 run. But whether they're converting the third balls or not, damage done deluxe in terms of the overall game. Karen Graham to bowl out the final over of this innings. Ipswich looking strong. They've made the trip down the Logan motorway. They've bought their gloves, their bat, and an awful lot of skill and enthusiasm. So no doubt the prescription from the doctor here is maybe get to 5 for the batting partnership, get over 50 as a total.
Yeah, if they could get to 50, I think that'd be a good finish from Springwood. As we say that, Karen bowls an absolute cracker, not letting Mouse get that one away.
Leg side called. They no doubt will have that re-bowled. The last over the batting pair will no balls and wides may be re-bowled at the batter's request. Only in certain game situations you might opt for it not to be re-bowled, but this is not one of them. I'm seeing a lot of shots played where they're just hitting it kind of right into the ground and going above them and not actually getting to the net. You're a coach. What is the rationale, or what would you be saying if you've got a player that's continually doing that and not actually hitting the net, is to try to go large and it's going to be run out there?
Yeah, not a great shot.
What can they be doing to try and get a bit more angle and get it to the net so they're not just hitting it kind of down and up directly above them?
From watching these girls, it seems to be a lack of footwork to me.
Okay.
Not quite giving themselves the room that they need to be able to get the ball away.
All right, so they're playing that shot just a little bit too cramped, and that's why they can't really get...
That's right, yeah. Haven't got free enough hands to get the ball away.
2 deliveries remain. Again, we see another shot like that where the ball just goes up and down in the one spot. And that's why we've got people like Katrina Teskey here in the commentary box, because they know how to fix those problems. I don't know. I'm just the mouth. I'm the CEO, Chief Energy Officer, but when it comes to, you know, the general actual brains of the game, that's why we have you.
I don't know, Lowy. I think you've been around for a long time, haven't you? Can nearly coach a team by now.
Oh, geez. I don't think they'd trust me with that kind of responsibility. So 45 is the total here at the end of the first innings. An entertaining first 16 overs here of indoor cricket. As mentioned, it's been a long time since there's been a game broadcast at the Cricket Australia indoor Facebook page. 651 days, in fact. And we're back, and we're very happy to be able to broadcast this exciting game to you. And speaking of exciting, there's been some changes up here in terms of the administration of indoor cricket in Queensland. And you're the secretary, I hear.
Treasurer.
Oh my
money
goodness.
lady.
The money
lady.
lady.
Yeah. There have been some huge changes.
And the president?
Stephen Monk from Victoria Point in Wynnum.
All right, well, we'll talk about some of the Queensland indoor stuff after a couple of quick messages. That's a great piece of fielding.
Yeah! Got him! You'll be okay. One for the leg spinner. Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out for that
Opportunity! Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Kosky at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
I just love the competitiveness of it, and I love playing with my mates, so I think any opportunity to play, I'm happy to, but, you know, I play because I love cricket and love indoor cricket, so, you know, it's a bonus. I got to do it with my mates.
Beautiful shot.
Once again as well for Josh Philippe. He came out, set the tone straight away.
And joining him at the crease is Sydney Sixers star Josh Philippe. Born and bred here at SEMA Indoor Sports Centre.
I try to keep it a bit similar, like if it's in my zone, I'll try hit it sort of towards the back net, but I guess the main difference is you just hit the ball a bit later, and yeah, you're probably not trying to hit it as straight, you're probably trying to use the side nets a bit more, but I mean, I still like to try keep a similar approach. I want to be positive, and the ball's there, I'll definitely try it a 4, 5 or 7.
And we're back after some fantastic footage there. Obviously hearing from Josh Philippe, and the outstanding contrast between the indoor format and the outdoor format of the game, and how transferable those skills are.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been, you know, talking the talk for a little while about how indoor and outdoor are really so similar, and that the skill base is so similar. It's great to see Cricket Australia putting together something like that and bringing in those elite players to, you know, speak to it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful little montage as we see Springwood getting the start that they wanted. After 2 deliveries, Ipswich are -3. Charlotte Voss is the bowler. Good start. Called good as well.
Charlotte is a Queensland under-22s player, set to go to this year's Nationals. It's a great delivery there from Charlotte.
And I'm not even sure how that's missed. I think it's maybe come off the leg and then gone to the keeper, or it went through the stumps. I don't know. Let's have a look. It was awfully close. Keep your eyes fixed on the yellow ball. Oh, jeez, it's only just missed. Chance here, taken. Springwood Scorpions They don't care what the score is. They're going to come out and execute their skills to perfection, and so far they've done it. Sharp chance to the front court, -8. I tell you what, Katrina Teskey, momentum. She's a funny old thing in indoor cricket.
It is. Look, 45 is not a huge score, but you just never know the game of indoor cricket. I've watched a World Cup men's game where the New Zealand side hit 44 or 45 or something like that at the 2009 World Cup, and our boys didn't hit too much more to win.
No,
so
they didn't.
You just never know in indoor cricket.
Well, it's going to be Alexandra Weeks now to bowl. Now, I like what the Scorpions are doing here. They're going, look, there's no point getting to over 13 and to have the opposition on 50, 60. It's no good to us. We need to come in with some firepower. And that's exactly what they've done. Oh, they've done it big time, the firepower. Talking about firepower, it's more than that, it's an army.
Yes, this is probably the best start the Scorpions could have hoped for, isn't it?
-13. The artillery barrage continues. The Scorpions. Big appeal here, big appeal. Gee, I reckon it was worth an appeal there too.
Yeah, that was close. Maybe just outside leg.
And that says to me that that's a player with not a lot of confidence after the last couple. Just going down leg there. It's Dennis on strike. You can tell she didn't want to throw her arms at it. She didn't want to get out, so she just let it hit her and almost getting at LBW. And it's perfect just to cramp that player as well. It's a hooping in-swinger to the right-handed batter. Just can't get away. It's in that awkward kind of hip area. Third ball. Let's see if Springwood can convert their very first third ball opportunity. One is the call. -12. So that total that Springwood got of 45 is now suddenly magically moved to 57.
That's right.
Just getting that one wrong. Should be cranky with herself, Alex Weeks. She's got very high standards, very high standards. Fantastic player, but what I like about Alex Weeks the most is her attitude. Very competitive. Real professional. Here she goes. Last delivery of her first over. And that will be overcalled. -9 after 2 overs. What are your thoughts, Katrina?
Look, the pressure's certainly on Ipswich at this stage, isn't it? If I was Alex, I'd be throwing up another one. Keep that pressure on for now. And that looks like exactly what she's doing with Stacey Rockcliffe now coming up to bowl.
Yeah, I'm a massive advocate for throwing it all in, particularly at the moment, -9.
Exactly. In this situation, you've really got no choice as a captain but to have a right crack.
Now, Stacey Rockcliffe can take 1, even 2 wickets. I'll tell you what. And you can see the confidence rattled here a little bit between Spall and Dennis.
Yeah, they're not quite willing to run between the wickets, just a bit tentative there.
Yeah, trying to protect what they've got, just trying to get a couple of runs. They just really don't want to give another one away. Tucked around the corner, unable to get the mid on it. In that first up leg side fielding position. It's your typical indoor cricket field, 2 on the off, 1 on the leg. Tucked around the corner, big appeal, not given out. Just with the way that Marie Dennis is playing her shots, and I don't want to lead the witness here, would you consider having 2 on the leg side, or do you just like to keep the 2 on off?
No, I'd certainly be looking at it. She definitely likes that tuck around the corner.
Oh, red hot fielding, super hot fielding. The Scorpions have come to play. -18 the total, and this is why we love indoor cricket. Get it back more often. I thought it was -18. It's -13.
No,
Hold on.
-13.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting too excited. Maybe I've just crystal balled it and it's going to go to -18.
Maybe.
Gee, how good's that fielding as well? You can't tell me that that can't help your outdoor game. -13. Brad Garrity, the umpire there, too quickly giving the dismissal. He fooled me with the scoreboard. It already moved to -13. This is good. We asked for 1 from Rockcliffe. If she can deliver 2. Wide's the call. This is good. It's exciting. In indoor cricket, you're never out of it.
No, another good over there from the Scorpions. -2. Taking the score to -11, coming into the 4th over.
I mean, that fielding from Paula Fabula, I mean, that's just, it's out of this world good. It is out of this world good. And she's going to go for a player of the match performance, I reckon. She's going to come in and bowl the 4th over. I reckon she's good for a few wickets. Chance skewed, run out, not given. Chances are plenty. As we watch the replay here, one of the very few offside shots. Stacey Rockcliffe, good little flick there. Watching. Does she get home? Uh-oh. Might have to go back to that one. Bar TV giving us absolute pearls today. Let's have a look if we can. Judge for yourself at home, ladies and gentlemen. Is this a run out? Did that fielder's foot just do enough to slow down Jodie Spall? Let's have a look. Wow. Leg side again. And do you know what? They've gone 2 on the leg side there now.
Yeah, so they've worked it out now, haven't they?
Watch this replay again.
Slowing it right down for us.
This is your money shot. Watch the ball. Watch the stumps. Lit up now and short. Wicket gone. -10 now. Jodie Spall looks to the heavens and thinks, why are the indoor cricket gods against us today? This is good. And now there's an injury down there, unfortunately, in amongst all the excitement and good play. They're calling for someone. Dulaine Carlson looks nervously over there. It's one of her players, one of her girls. Get one of the officials there, and with Alex Weeks, is it? While that play gets some attention, and of course there's always the well-trained professionals around to make sure everybody's okay, coming out to look after everybody. There is a game happening directly after this. Toowoomba and Wynnum, hang around for that one. I mean, this one's an absolute firecracker. And I'm sure that the men will try their best to live up to what the ladies have delivered here at the moment. Katrina Teskew's already talked about a World Cup happening in 2022. The Junior World Series will take place in 2023, followed by a Masters World Series in 2024. So plenty of international matches on the schedule. And it's good. Once your glory days have gone and you can't make an open squad, you can go off to a Masters. And that's where the physiotherapists and the trainers get paid very well, because they are holding people together with sticky tape and blue tack.
That's it.
It's a wonderful format of the game to be involved with, is indoor cricket. Whether it's from a very grassroots level or whether it's up to the very, very highest levels that you can play. It's a wonderful community to be involved in. And the good thing is, if you know, you're a young boy or a girl and you want to get involved, you get to do everything. You get to bat, you get to bowl, you get to field,
Yeah, it's great for your development through the junior ranks. And speaking of juniors, we've got the junior state titles here in Queensland in the June-July school holidays. So starting on the 1st of July and running through until the 4th of July at Strathpine Indoor Sports. If you've got any budding young junior players that are not already playing in some of the club sides, please contact your local centre.
Yeah, certainly do. Participation in this format of the game is such an important factor of what Cricket Australia are trying to achieve, and really do thank them for all their hard work. They're committed to supporting, as I said, participants, coaches, managers across all levels. Fantastic pathways available as well. Like, you know, for example, you might not be the world's greatest player, but you might be a really good official. You might want to be involved through that aspect, and Cricket Australia put pathways in place for you to be able to develop and grow through the ranks, and they've got coaching in there as well. And just like players work hard to, you know, develop their craft, you can do so from an umpiring perspective, from administration perspective, as you would know. There's managerial positions open, coaching positions that are open.
Absolutely, there's lots of ways that you can be involved.
Looking forward to those Masters Championships up in Darwin. Have you played much indoor cricket up at Darwin?
I've never played in Darwin, no.
Will you be making your way up for that one?
I'm not sure yet, maybe just for the weather.
Maybe just for the weather. I tell you what, if you enjoy a good festive atmosphere, that's the place to be. You'll love it. I reckon it's got your name written all over it. K-Tess,
I've seen you party. Might have to make my way up there.
You'd absolutely love it. And actually, just the Toowoomba folks in general, I tend to see you've got a lot of kind of end of year or season breakups, and it's generally a lot of dress ups. Is this right? Or you?
Our end of season do's a little bit of a dress up, I guess, but we like to have a few different theme nights throughout the Super League season. We are known throughout the Queensland community, I guess, for our Mexican nights, definitely. It's very popular. Looks like we might be getting underway now. Looks Week's back up and moving around.
Yeah, she does look a little bit free. She's got a little wry smile on her face now, which is good. I mean, she's hobbling a little bit. Looks like she's doing her best impression of a pirate with a peg leg. Just kind of getting around town. She'll free up, but the good news is she's obviously feeling well enough to stay on court.
That's right.
And she's good to continue, of course, player safety. The most important aspect of what we do when we continue here. Again, playing across the line. There's Mary Dennis. Last ball. Just trying to survive here at the Suns. There's some seriously good players coming in, but at the moment, Springwood Scorpions, they're working hard. Chance. Misses. They get through for the one run. -9 is the total.
And the Scorpions take away that first skin. So that game within a game that we've been talking about, Loie, the Scorpions have won the first leg.
They have. Springwood currently sitting on 32.5. I'm going to call it premiership points or competition points, I guess.
Yep.
They're in third position. They've played 7, have Springwood. They've won 5, and last night they had a draw against Wynnum.
They did, by the look of it, yeah. Would have been a cracker game here at Springwood, I would imagine.
Which was pretty interesting. So they've had seven games played, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Ipswich just the 1 loss. Karen Graham on strike, a veteran of this format.
Yeah, been around for, again, a long time. Caitlin Harris is opening the bowling to this second pair.
Yeah, Graham will put that Graham will put that away all day. It's easy pickings. Again, leg side, just getting the radar off a little bit here. The Scorpions. Kiara Wood on strike. And look, it's the nature of the beast. When you come out and you bash a team up with -9 in the first game, you throw everything you got at them. It then means your second and your third string bowlers are then to come along.
That's right.
And then the tricky part of that is they're bowling to really, really good players.
That's right.
Which makes indoor cricket an evil, evil game.
Sometimes.
It can send you batty. That's going to be a no ball too high and put away really well. Yeah, a lot of strategy goes into indoor cricket, and that's one of the things that these players have to consider. Really like that shot there from Kiara Wood, knowing that she'd get a free shot essentially at that ball. She couldn't get caught out from it, so why not throw some willow at it. Slight opportunity there for a chance for a run out. The skill not completed, and a very good start here from Karen Graham and Kiara Wood. 6 each, splitting the work evenly. 12 the total for their first over, moving it into positives now, 3.
That's right. So Ipswich have moved into the positives. Bit of relief, I'm sure, out here. And now we've got Melissa Mayers coming on to bowl.
Just missing there, Melissa Mayers. She almost could have taken a pill or taken a wicket with her first rock. Would have been unreal. Strong mentor for the players is Melissa Mayers.
Yeah, Mouse is still only young, I guess, herself, but played a lot of cricket as a very young girl. World Cups, Nationals, been part of the Open Ladies Australian side for a long time there.
Well, she's a tenacious little fighter. No ball off the pitch called. She's really committed as well to seeing others improve around her.
Absolutely.
As well, which is good. Doesn't hold all the trade secrets for herself. Opens up the indoor cricket book and shares it around. Nice fielding there is Charlotte Voss. I think it was.
Yep, that was Charlotte down the front.
I mean, look at that, right on the exclusion zone there. I mean, this is just champagne. Bang. Keeping it off the net. Good fielding. That's sharp. That's silky. Silky sharp. Coming down. Graham not afraid to use their feet today.
No, the Ipswich girls are starting to look a little bit more comfortable now.
Last delivery of this 6th over. Good communication between the batters there. Kiara Wood looked directly at the non-striker. Sent back. And they've come out of the blocks. See, look at that. That's a really, really good replay. Look at the vision between the two of them. It's skewed away into the corner, and instead of Wood following the ball and looking into that corner, she looks maybe a tiny fraction of a second, but she looks pretty much immediately at the striker, at the non-striker, I should say. Good bit of coaching vision there. Really, really good. Holly Beckton to come in now. And just like the traps at a greyhound meet, they've been opened and Ipswich are gone. Of course, there's a greyhound track right next to Ipswich Indoor Sports.
Yep, right within that
little precinct, the
showgrounds there.
Yep. They're off and racing. The #1 rug is hunting the rail around the bend. Have to try and keep up the momentum. Cord leg side, question mark on it. Well, question mark from the Scorpion players at least, not from the commentator. Shelley Threffel not convinced at the receiver's end. And that one's called good.
Interesting.
Well, the indoor cricket universe is now aligned.
I think so.
Again, using feet. Paula Fabula unable to get down to that one. It was hit at a great rate of knots. Of course, if you're watching the stream on the Cricket Australia Facebook page, leave a message. If we get an opportunity, we'll try and give you a shout out. Gone, absolutely gone, on toast. She tried to make her ground. She's got a clean set of heels, does Wood, but she just couldn't make the distance. Sharp fielding and definitely one that was needed. Talk me through that one.
Great footwork from Mouse.
Yeah.
Into good position. Really did the work with the feet.
Within the last couple of minutes, we've seen some footage that you could really just put in a coach's textbook,
Absolutely.
and that's one of them. Yeah, this has been an outstanding game. This game still absolutely hangs in the balance, but regardless of the outcome, it has just been high-quality indoor cricket. We hope you're enjoying it at home. We're certainly enjoying it here. And again, Wood, fast hands through the ball, but run out. Kerem at the top sticks. We're at the non-strikers end. Katrina Teskey.
It's another great sweeping moment there, another coaching one.
Well, that's just knowing where your stumps are, and we often find that the best players have just got an innate ability to know where their stumps are.
A radar, yep.
And that is delivered on a silver platter. That is a couple of centimetres above the bails and taken. I don't know what, you know what? Is there enough time to get indoor cricket at the Olympics in Tokyo? Can we push it through?
Surely.
I mean, look at this. That's going to make every highlights package for the next 400 years. That is supreme fielding. Melissa Mayers, take a bow. And now all of a sudden, the team total for Ipswich is 4. It's a nice settling shot there from Graham. Needed it. This is the last over of this batting partnership. Kiara Wood on strike, takes a big, deep breath in. The young lady working hard for her team. And of course, skin on the line here. Skin total 17, chasing 21 to get the points. They need a wicket if Ipswich are going to defend that. And that really releases a lot of pressure. 4 runs.
Yeah, that skin within grabbing distance again now for Ipswich.
Do you hit the 2, then block them out? Do you just keep playing?
At this stage, I'd just keep playing and see where you end up. You can't just block it out at this stage.
And then within 2 deliveries, the whole momentum shifts. There's 9 runs scored. And just like that, that's how quickly things can change in indoor cricket. The bowler is changing directions, alerted the official. The officials acknowledged it. 2 to go. What happens? Anybody's guess. Well, it's gone for 3. And a 29 total thus far. They've gone from the penthouse to the doghouse, back into the penthouse again, this batting partnership.
Very much so.
Well, 29 is the batting partnership. Karen Graham 18, Kiara Wood 11. They had to fight tooth and nail for that one. They had to claw with their fingernails to make sure they weren't going to fall off the cliff. And they've done it. An exhausted batting pair comes off. They've worked hard for it. Some might look at this game and go, okay, well, we're halfway through the second inning. Springwood scored 45, so that means Ipswich is doing okay being at 20, but that's not really the case, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think Ipswich has still got a whole lot of firepower to come yet.
Yeah.
And saying that, like we keep saying, indoor cricket is a funny game, and it only takes a couple of wickets to put some pressure on, and all of a sudden it's game on.
So it'll be Charlotte Voss who bowled the first over of this innings. And we have a false start. Everyone will go back, reset, and here we go again. Holly Beckton there in the front court, throwing herself towards the ball. Pretty cool customer is Ali Maxwell. Not much will phase up. Big time player. Third ball opportunity. Springwood haven't had as many as what Ipswich had. Here we go. Third ball. Score must change. And change it does. -5 coming off the score. Ali Maxwell right back down the ground, and a gift to the non-striker, Katrina Teskey.
Yeah, made it nice and easy for the receiver there. Very hard for herself. She was never going to get in there.
Didn't give up on the play. Still, it's just perfect service for the receiver, isn't it?
Very much so, just right beside the stumps.
Again, Charlotte Voss showing the way. As we try and put the bails back on the stumps. It's usually at this stage someone in the field would yell out the instructions are on the bottom, which is always the go-to joke for the poor old receiver who can't put the bails on. Poor old Shelley Thrafrell throws her hands to the heavens. Leg side, just trying a little bit too hard there. You could tell it was a faster delivery, it was her effort ball, but sacrificing accuracy for speed. Much better delivery there. Well inside that leg side line. Last delivery, -3s this batting partnership thus far, 17 the total. You'll need to stay to the end of this match to see who wins. No ball too high, would have been perfect for a strike in baseball. But in indoor cricket, not so much. I mean, good luck picking a winner. If you had to say who's winning, who's winning?
I think
who would you want to be? Who would you want to be? If you're the coach of, you can pick to be a coach of either side, who do you want to be?
Ipswich.
Ipswich. So you've heard it here first. Katrina Teskey says Ipswich is 100% definitely going to win this match.
Oh.
No. No, look, I tend to agree with you. Not that my opinion means a great deal, but I think you're a little bit more comfortable if you're Ipswich. Alex Weeks not moving as freely as what she usually would, but still pretty fast. Holly Beckton with the ball in hand now. Chance here, unlucky, couldn't quite get there. Almost fumbles it onto the 3 net and does fumble it onto the 3 net. From my angle, which wasn't the greatest, looked as though she kept it off. So that ball goes, but she has to keep control of it, and we'll see as we come back to live play. That replay is going to be really interesting to look at. So the fielder needs to be in control of the ball. They can slap it, they can flick it, they can kick it, they can do whatever they want towards the stumps, but if at that last second there's no reasonable control, is the exact wording, then it will be adjudged 3 runs. Or whichever scoring that it struck.
Ipswich are just slowly starting to claw back here at the moment.
Yeah, and Springwood are at a point where they need a wicket quite regularly.
Yeah.
If not, dot balls, but it's getting to a real pointy end of the game where you can see Ipswich only need maybe 1 or 2 good overs, or even 1 or 2 good deliveries, and then they'll be away.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll skip ahead. Oh, the call's gone out for a... For a something. It was a 2.
A wide.
A wide.
Yep. Shelley not happy with the call.
I think there was a bit of a hit on it. And even if there was no hit, some may argue that it's inside that line. Look at that little white line on the offside. Is it inside?
It's definitely inside a wide line.
Yeah. It's
Wouldn't have thought he'd be calling that a no pull too high, though.
And you could see hands on hips from Shelley Tafnell there at the receiver's end, and arms in the air from Alexandra Weeks. It's gone over the arms of Weeks. 1 is the call. Some umpiring there by Shelley Treffel at the back just to let the official know. Leg side called. Wicket needed here desperately because we know who's coming in next, and they're 2 dangerous players. Good delivery there, just a bit of a change up. You can see that she rolled her fingers on the ball. The other ones were just kind of pushed with the seam upright or cross seam. That one pushing it through and rolling the fingers on it. Executed it well inside that offside line quite comfortably. In desperate need of wickets here. The Springwood Scorpions. 2 short. That's shelling peanuts for Ali Maxwell. Who's going to be the Springwood lady to stand up and take this game by the scruff of the neck? Melissa Mayers is trying hard. Maybe it'll be her.
They definitely need somebody to stand up at the moment and get them a wicket.
And again, 2 short. It's enough time there for the striker to be very comfortable in their positioning. Ali Maxwell 2, Christina Coulson 16. Caitlin Harris going for 21 from her 2 overs. So they're within 7. 5 overs remaining in this game.
Yeah, Springwood definitely need some wickets here. Need to put some pressure on.
So who will it be? It looks like it's going to be Shelley Tafnell. She's taken 5 wickets in the season thus far, conceded 69 runs, so she usually goes for about 11.5 from her 2 overs. Pretty handy little contribution of +7. So in indoor cricket, the way we work out your contribution is the amount of runs that you score minus the amount of runs that you hemorrhage. At the top of that is Alex Weeks. She's got a contribution of 14.4, which is fantastic, ridiculously fantastic. Closely followed by Delane Carlson, 14.17. Seems to be getting better as she goes on. Father Time obviously doesn't know where she lives because she just keeps on keeping on.
No, exactly.
Total's almost even here. Chance there, Rockcliffe just missing the stumps. It was a tight chance. But again, at the moment here, we're just finding Springwood earlier on in the innings were asking a lot of questions of the batters. At the moment, they're just not asking tricky questions. See what the result would have been if Rockcliffe had hit. Probably home. So a big effort needed here. I'm sure, no doubt, the Ipswich ladies would love to walk out ahead of the total here at the end of this batting innings.
They would definitely love to, yes.
Just to go, look, we've dished it up to you here, final batters. Slight mix-up, but nothing to worry about. As two extremely accomplished players come out to face the music. What can you tell us about these two?
Well, we know that Dools is one of the longest serving players in indoor cricket, I would imagine. And Sarah White has, as we mentioned earlier, played for Queensland and Australia at the over 30 level and played for a very long time at an opens level for New Zealand.
Now, I don't know who's done the little stats here for the Ipswich ladies side, but it's come through. And poor old Sarah White, we've got receiver, right-hand bat, medium pace bowler, current over 30s Queensland Australia player, ex-New Zealand player 100 years ago. Who stitched her up?
I'm not sure if that's coming from Dools or from Sarah herself.
Oh, we'll get to the bottom of that. Ex-New Zealand Open player 100 years ago. Wow. And they've missed a golden opportunity there.
Yeah, Springwood would be kicking themselves because that would have put Ipswich back behind.
Indoor cricket, of course, being invented around the late 60s.
So it can't have been around for 100 years.
Couldn't have been. As Alex Weeks gets a no ball off the pitch, and they'll go through for an extra run as well.
Alex just struggling a little bit there, and whatever injury it is that she's picked up. Not sure if it's knee or ankle.
Yeah, she's certainly not moving as freely as what she usually would, and just her pace through the crease as well, perhaps hampered here slightly on account of it. They're now ahead by at least a dismissal. 51 plays 45. So if they're going to win from here, the Scorpions, they're going to need, what, maybe 4 wickets at least?
Yeah, you'd think at least 3 or 4, depending how many dot balls they can throw in there at the same time. Bit of pressure.
Well, we'll go for 4 because we know how dangerous these two are. Because if it comes down to a last couple of deliveries, you'd expect White and Carson just to be able to put it away. They're too good.
Yeah, that's right. Both like to drive the ball hard too, so if it comes down to them needing to have a go, they surely will.
It'll be Stacey Rockcliffe here to take possession of the yellow burley ball. Needs a little bit of magic here. Needs something pretty special. It can be done. We know there's still plenty of folks watching. Again, we do thank you very much for your company. It's a pleasure having you back. Strong shot there. 3's the call. Being encouraged on social media by Ian Carson, saying go Dools.
Old hubby on Facebook.
I mean, she's celebrity status in Ipswich. So I guess he's just known as Delane Carson's partner around town, I guess.
Mr. Delane.
She's been decorated with some pretty amazing accolades. I think she received a Sportswoman of the Year award out at Ipswich at one stage as well.
Yeah, definitely. They've got a Sports Hall of Fame at Ipswich that Jules is part of.
And that was back in 2017 when she was bestowed upon that. Pretty handy player. And here at the moment it's all Ipswich, 64. The pep in the step.
Yeah, it's almost game over now, isn't it? They're a little bit too far ahead now, I think.
Well, after getting that one around the corner now, it's 5 wickets just to get it back to -1. And there's always going to be a tall ask. But what I do like a lot about the Springwood side is just their general demeanour. That they came out, they knew they're only defending 45. That is hard. That's not many chips to play at the poker table. But they've come out and they've done the best that they can. And look, -9, at least they're going to come away with something as well.
That's right, they've got a skin there.
Which is good. There would have been a couple of schools I thought, I'm sure, that they were looking at. So they would have gone, right, we want to get up to a really, really good start, of course. Or we throw our best bowlers at the 21 skin to try and protect it, because it's the one they've got the most runs with. 14-12 -2 is pretty hard. Maybe getting Melissa Mayers in a bit early could have been an option, because she's now coming in where her impact's going to be somewhat minimal.
Yeah, that's
even
right.
if she takes 5 wickets in a row.
That's right.
Well, make sure you don't go anywhere, because after this, a very, very big game to come. Wynnum versus Toowoomba. In the men's, how are the Toowoomba men shaping up?
Well, they're coming off a loss last night, so but then again, so are Wynnum, so that's I guess a bit even. But Wynnum have got a fantastic men's side this year. I think it's going to be a really decent game.
And Wynnum coming off a loss to Springwood, which some may argue is a bit of an upset.
It is an upset, absolutely.
Again, it's so great to have your company here. Indoor cricket back at the Cricket Australia Indoor Facebook page and at the Cricket Australia YouTube channel. We had to dust off the mics. We had to find out where the cameras were. We took us ages to find them. We didn't know. But we got them and we're back. Cricket Australia are very, very proud to be able to highlight the wonderful talents of these players. Nothing beats it. Really starting to put them away here, just racking up the stats.
Yeah, I did say that this pair could bat, so yeah, definitely just showing us what they can do.
Good bit of fielding, sharp fielding there.
Yeah, that was Charlotte Voss down at second up.
Nice bit of service, Stacey Rockcliffe. Pretty much just had to catch it and her hands were almost where the bails were. Didn't have to do much at all. Watch this for service. Here you go, eat this, boom. Fantastic.
Well taken there from Stace.
Of course, in indoor cricket, if you do break those bails prior to the ball coming to you, it's not as detrimental as it is in the outdoor format. Just got to keep rattling your arms.
Pretty much.
things only get a little bit complex if the entirety of the stumps are knocked over and the base plate's no longer on terra firma. That's when it can get a little bit more tricky, but the bail's not so important. In some parts of the country, they don't even play with bails. Carson comes down, spanks that one off the side net into the back net for 4 runs, which makes it very difficult, I think, from an umpire's perspective to know, particularly if it's a bowled or whatever like that.
That's right.
How on earth do you know if it's just tightly feathered it?
Yep.
You're not going to know.
No.
Not that I'm suggesting that we do things best here in Queensland.
But we do.
But, you know, you're the treasurer. So, a very proud indoor cricketing state is Queensland. And I know that all the connections with the newly created federation that's occurring up here.
Yeah, that's right. So with all the COVID situation, we had to establish a new body to look after indoor cricket in Queensland, and that's the Indoor Cricket Federation of Queensland. Lots of work put in by those committee members, especially early on. And lots of work now as we get everything ready for the first time, sending our state sides away, hopefully, in a couple of months' time. We haven't done that as an organisation for a long time, so...
As we see this game drawing to a close with the stumps there. Yes, from a very, very grateful Queensland indoor cricketing community, a very big thanks to you and the entire team that's getting it all together. It's indoor cricket's always survived from like-minded individuals who put in a lot of their own time, a lot of hard work, and often don't get a thanks for it. So, yeah, a very big thank you to you and everyone who's working so hard to keep Queensland indoor cricket the best it can be. So well done.
And that finishes our game.
It does, and look, about halfway through we thought, well, things could get a bit nasty here for Ipswich, but I guess the quality of the players and the veterans just really stood up and took the game by the scruff of the neck. Just your overall kind of thoughts on today's game?
Look, we did say that we're thinking it was going to be a higher scoring game, I guess, to start with, but it's been a much more lower scoring game than what we'd expect from the typical ladies, and that's attributed to some great bowling and fielding.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it as well during the call. There was a lot of snippets there. You could just send it straight into a coach's video and away you'd go. Some notable mentions out to Melissa Mayers, who I thought played a particularly strong game. And from an Ipswich ladies' perspective, I mean, geez, there was a few of them. Obviously, Delane Carson was quite strong. Sarah White towards the end. Just an all-round polished performance from the Ipswich ladies' side.
Yeah, absolutely. Jules probably, I would imagine, would have almost got the player of the match there. Some outstanding bowling.
Well, as player of the match, she's allowed to go behind the counter and get a soft drink or a pack of $1 lollies or whatever you get for player of the match these days. And Ipswich ladies will then progress, of course, further into this competition. They're well on top at the moment. This will now be their 7th win and the 1 loss. So the points accumulating for Ipswich. Katrina Teskey, gee, you didn't miss a beat coming back in the commentary box after 600 and something days. How was it? You did well.
Oh, it's a little bit off-putting, to be honest with you. It's been a long time, so... No, it's been good. Excellent.
Well, thanks so much for letting me sit next to you and call this game, and your insight's been fantastic. A big thank you as well to our broadcast partners, Bar TV. I know how finicky the indoor cricket community is about their coverage, and I know right now that I can speak on a lot of us, but that little camera at the top near the umpire, that's a winner.
Yeah,
you're going to make a lot of indoor cricketers very, very happy. My name's Gary Lowe. That's a sign-off here from the ladies' match, and we'll be back at 4 o'clock for when Toowoomba absolutely clash in an epic with Wynnum. Coming at you very shortly. We look forward to your company then.